Hello boys and girls, welcome to this presentation. In this presentation, we're going to talk about Unit 1.4, Estimating, Calculating, and Rounding. Now, we're going to talk about rounding to significant figures. The key point here says, you can round numbers to a given number of significant figures, which is SF. The first significant figure is the one with the highest place value. It is the first non-zero digit in the number, counting from the left. What does that mean? For example, I'll show you a question and we will answer together. Now, this one says that we start counting the significant figures as long as it's not a zero, so we don't start with zeros. We count zeros if they are in the middle, but in the beginning we never start with zeros. Let me show you some questions that will help you answer or help you understand this key point. Let's look at this question. Question 10. Round these numbers to a given or to the given number of significant figures. As you can see here, we have three numbers. We have A, B, and C. We're going to work on A first. He wants you to round this number 47.368 to four significant figures. Now, when he says, or when the question says four significant figures, it means that he wants to see four numbers only. So he wants you to stop on four numbers. And when you start counting, you start from this side. Okay? And then you go by numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then look at the number after it. If it's 5 or more, you're going to add 1. If it's less than 5, you're going to remove it. So the idea of rounding to significant figures, it means that he wants to see an answer with four numbers only. So he needs these four numbers only. He doesn't need the last number. But look at the last number or the first number that we removed. If it's 5 or more, you're going to add 1 here. If it's less than 5, just remove it. So let's start with A to see what's happening here, okay? Let's write A here first. We have 47.36. Now, he wants four significant figures. I wrote the four figures. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now, let's look at the number that we didn't write. The first number that we didn't write is 8. Now, 8 is bigger than 5. So what happens here? We have to add what? We have to add 1 to the 6 here. So the 6 will be what? Very good. It's going to be 7. Good job. And this is the answer here. So he wants to see four numbers. I wrote four numbers. And I added 1 to the last number because, yes, because the first number that we removed was bigger than 5. I hope you understand this. Now let's take a look at question B. In question B, we have what? We have 0.00662. Now, in this question, he wants you to round it to one significant figure. So one significant figure means one number. One number. But in this case, we have zeros. And as we said in the key rule or the key point, we don't count these zeros. We don't count them. We start from the first number, which is not a zero. So this is the first number, as you can see. So we don't write these. We write only the first number. And then we look at the first number that we removed, which is the 6. Because it's bigger than 5, what do? Very good. We must add what? Add 1 to this one. Very good. So the 6 will be what? It will be 7. Very good. Now, as you can see, the answer has only one number because this was the question. He wants to see one number only. And I looked to the number after it because it's 6. That's why I added 1 to it.